Hey, what's up, ladies? It's the relationship guru, Sydd Ferrell. Now, I'm back again with another video just to give you ladies. Now, before I get into this video, please make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and you hit that bell notification so that you're notified every single time I post. And if you are a woman that needs relationship advice, or you want to learn more about how to think like a man, or why men do the things they do, act the way they act, and think the way they think, then I encourage you to book a one-on-one session with me. Link is in the description below, and I can help you out personally, one-on-one, with any questions, concerns, or anything you have regarding your dating life or relationship currently in general. And also, brand new on my website, if you want me to coach you every step of the way, step by step, throughout your dating or relationship process and journey, and you want me to become your personal dating coach long term, then I have a special program just for you. Link is in the description below also, and I can help you out personally again, one-on-one, with any questions, concerns, or anything you have regarding your dating life or relationship currently in general. And also, go pick up my brand new Girls Night card game. It's officially out. So if you're having a game night with your homegirls and you need something to do, then make sure you go pick up my Girls Night card game. It got a lot of fun questions and scenarios about love and relationships and everything all in between. So make sure you go pick that up. Link is in the description below, okay? And then on this hand, we got my brand new ebook. It's called Oh He's Toxic, Period. And if you never want to be played, used, or manipulated by a man ever again in your whole life, then make sure you go pick up that ebook right there because it's fire, okay? And again, link is in the description below for that also, okay? And also, if you are a woman and you love quotes, dating quotes, relationship quotes, and things like that, then I have something special just for you. I came up with my top 100, yes, 100 dating love quotes for women, right? So if you want to go get that, it's on my website. And again, as usual, the link is in the description below also, okay? So all that's out the way, and we gonna jump right into this video. And this video is titled, These are 5 things that a woman should look for in a man. Right, ladies? So these are some of the top 5 things that you need to watch out for, that need to be on your list of things you should be particular on when it comes to a man. You need to have boundaries. You need to have a rule book, some type of guidelines. You need to have some clear intentions when it comes to dating these men out here, right? It's some things that, as a woman, you might not know exactly what to look for in a man. You just look for, just the outside. Maybe he tall, dark, and handsome, but you may be missing out on other qualities that could come back and bite you later, or can come back and cause hurt and harm to the relationship, or to you, or to your life. So it should be some things that you need to be strict about, non-negotiables. It's some things that you need to really just pay attention when it comes to men and the quality of men that you want to attract, right? And the type of men that you're attracted to, because everybody that look good ain't good, right? It's a lot of men. They might be handsome, but that don't mean they're a good person, or that don't mean that they're good to you, or overall their life just ain't matched up with yours. Y'all just not aligned. So you need to pay close attention to these 5 things, and we're gonna jump right to it, okay? So ladies, without further ado, we go number 1. So number 1, the first thing you need to look for when it comes to a man, one of the first things, number 1, is financial stability. So you want to find a man that is financially stable. That means he got his own car, he got his own job or business in his name, and he got his own place to stay, his own apartment, house, townhouse, wherever he's staying at in his name, and his car in his name. He should have those three: income, legal income, a car, and his own place to stay, his place of residence in his name. If a man don't at least have those three basic things, you should not be talking to him. I don't care if he got two out of the three things. I don't care if he got one thing. If he don't have all three things, do not talk to him, okay? Because let's say a man don't have no car. Now you the one gotta pick him up and drop him off and drive him around, or he gotta use your car to get certain places, and you can't have your car because he using your car, or stuff like that. Or he don't never put gas in it. He ripping and running in your car. Don't put no gas in it, or he mess it up or whatever. And now you upset that you let this man use your car when he should have had his own car separate from you so he can go rip and run and get to the money, right? And now let's say a man don't have his own place to stay. You should not be dating no man that's homeless or don't have no place to stay, or he's staying with somebody, or he stayed with his mama, or he stayed with his, friends or family. You should not be dating no man that's not stable enough to stay on his own. Because guess what? If he always, staying with other people, then ultimately he's gonna try to move in with you. Of course, he's gonna try to hurry up and shack up with you and live off of you and mooch off of you. Next thing you know, this man start leaving stuff in your house. He start leaving his PlayStation over, a couple clothes over, this and that over, so he can mark his territory and make sure that you don't have no other men that come to your house. He want to make sure that he solidifies his spot, and he start moving himself slowly in to the point where he's spending more and more nights at your house. And then all of a sudden he just sleeping on your couch while you at work. He chilling in your house, running up your bills and electricity, and just messing up everything that you got going on in your own house, right? He don't cook nothing, he don't clean nothing. He just chilling in your house, and you the one going to work and coming home and taking care of this grown man, and he not paying no bills in the house, all that. So you shouldn't be dating no man that don't have his own place to stay. A man that got his own place to stay, he know how to run a household. He know how to clean up. Hopefully he know how to cook something, how to survive, how to, manage his money, pay bills, how to, he know, okay, this is how I need to take care of my household, right? So then when you two really, maybe down the line, get married and move in, all that, then a man will know, okay, I know how to, take out the trash, how to mow the lawn, how to do this, how to clean up, how to sweep and mop. And he can help you with the household chores, stuff like that, and with paying bills. And, you want a man that's responsible, an adult, right? Just having his stuff together, right? So that's what you need. And then if a man don't have no money, if you're dating a man and he don't have no money, or he don't have no job, or he don't have no money coming in for real, or stuff like that, then how can you expect him to support you and a family one day, and then you gonna be paying for everything, and you gonna be, just upset with him that he never contribute, he never buy you nothing, he never take you nowhere, he never spend no money on you, he never take you out to on dates and trips and buy you no gifts or nothing, So it's a lot of women that, you are the one just his sugar mama, and he get to sit around on the couch and not do nothing while you go, make the money and stuff like that. And he get to chill at home with your car in the driveway, So get you a man that got his own. He need to be an adult, responsible for his own, stand on his own 2 feet, and then he can invite a woman into his life, right? Or he'll be able to at least coexist with you to where he's not all in your stuff, begging you for your stuff, and he can support himself, right? You want a man that's motivated, that's driven, that got ambition, he got goals, he got dreams, he got aspirations. He wants to be somebody. He wants to accomplish things in life. You need a man that he's just an ambitious person, right? You don't need no man that's lazy, don't want to work, don't feel like he gotta work, or he don't feel like he don't care, he don't have no vision. You need a man that got a plan, right? So again, you need somebody that is financially stable. So then eventually when you two do get together, he can be able to pay for stuff and take care of you, take care of the kids, take care of the household. You have a nice house, y'all got nice cars, y'all finances together, y'all credit together. You want to be able to have a man you could build with financially, right? So that's number one. So number two, the second thing you should look for when it comes to a man, number two, is you want a man that's emotionally available, right? Is this man a mature man? Is he able to articulate his feelings? Is he able to communicate properly? Is he able to speak to you in a nice way where you can understand it and he's not being disrespectful towards you, right? Can you have a civil conversation and he's able to talk and speak in a healthy manner, right? That's what you want. You want a man that has emotional intelligence. Baby, what's wrong? Baby, how can we fix this? Baby, what's going on with you? Let's talk. What's going on with us? Did I do something to hurt you or make you upset? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. I didn't know it hurt your feelings. It won't happen again. You want a man to take accountability. You want a man that is humble. He has humility. You know what I'm saying? He's able to tell you, hey, I messed up and I'm sorry. I shouldn't have did that. I shouldn't have did this, right? Or, maybe let's fix this, baby. Or even to be able to hold you accountable. Hey, baby, I didn't like it when you did that. I would appreciate it if you don't do that anymore. Hey, babe, the thing that you said, I didn't really find that, I found it offensive. I didn't find it funny. Can you not say that no more? You want a man that's able to just tell you, hey, and respect on both sides. That's how it should be. I respect your boundaries. You respect my boundaries. Are we emotionally compatible to where we can just talk it out? Most problems can be solved with a simple conversation. But the problem is one side or both sides don't respect each other's perspective or don't even try to see from each other's perspective at all. They never try to see what the other point of view is. It's always I'm right and you wrong. Instead of saying, wait a minute, let's take a step back and say, it's not that who's right or wrong. Let's just come to a common ground where everybody wins. Or somebody might have to sacrifice. Hey, if you like this, but I don't like that, I might have to say, you know what? I'm gonna let this slide because you really liked it, so I'm gonna be cool with it, right? So sometimes you just gotta just compromise and sacrifice, and you want a man that's able just to talk to you and communicate well. And then you also want a man that's romantic, right? You don't want no man that's all mad and angry and he's so cold hearted, and when he get mad, he just shut down, don't want to talk. You want a man that's able to talk it out. You want a man that's romantic. You want a man that he's gonna do nice things for you, take you out on nice dates, buy you stuff, tell you I love you, tell you how much he appreciates you, tell you how much he value you. You want a man that's able to look you in your eye and say, baby, you the most beautiful woman in the world. And I'm so happy that we met each other. And I'm so happy that we together. You want a man that he's verbally telling you his feelings and he show you physically how he really feels about you. He shows you that he's a good man. He tells you he's a good man. He tells you he cares. He shows you he cares, right? His actions and his words got to line up. If a man's actions and his words don't line up, there's something wrong there, and you don't need to be talking to him at all, right? So make sure that he is emotionally available. He's emotionally, sound to being able to be in a healthy relationship and not a toxic one. You don't need no man that always want to argue all the time. You don't need a man that always talking back, talking slick, going back and forth with you. You don't want a man that's like that, all defensive. He's so defensive, and he shuts down. He's closed off. You can't really read him. You don't need no man like that. You need a man that tells you and in plain sight, baby, this what it is. This how I feel. This was going on. And not scream or not yell, not throw a temper tantrum, but just talk, So get you a man that's emotionally available and is mature, okay? So that's number 2. So number 3, the third type of man you need to look for when you're searching, or not even searching, when a man comes to you and, you trying to feel him out, you need to look for this third thing. Number 3 is personality compatibility. So you want to make sure that you get a man that is compatible with you. Get a man that shares the same interests, the same, maybe some of the same hobbies, maybe some of the same TV shows. Y'all like to watch the same TV shows. Y'all like to watch the same type of movies, or y'all like to go out to this restaurant, or maybe y'all like to go ice skating. Maybe y'all like to go bowling. Maybe y'all like to go hiking somewhere, and whatever it is. Maybe you like sports, he likes sports. Maybe you like food, he like food. You need to have some commonalities that bond you two together, so that you can share things with each other. A lot of times it's so many couples that are just complete opposites, and sometimes they say opposites attract each other, but sometimes opposites are actually further apart than you think, because they're not the same. And of course, you're two different people, and y'all gonna have two different interests in certain things, but y'all should have some things in common to where it's enough conversation. You could talk about, hey, did you see that show last night? Oh yeah, I seen that show last night. This happened and this happened. Just something like that. Or maybe y'all in the same industry. Maybe he work in the film industry. Maybe you work in the sound industry. You work engineering, sound and stuff. You do sound check. He do the producing, whatever, or he do this, or maybe he's a music artist, and maybe you play. You make beats. I don't know. Or maybe he's a chef at his place, and maybe maybe you cater at this place, or maybe whatever it is. Sometimes your occupations can kind of match, or maybe it's a certain field that he's in or that you're in, or maybe an interest that you might have in him. Let's say he work in some industry, and you said, wow, I always wanted to be an entrepreneur. How are you able to do that? I want to cross over. Can you teach me? So it could be like a bonding mentorship, or maybe, you're an entrepreneur. He say, hey, I'm trying to get out the job. I want to be an entrepreneur, and maybe, you might be able to show him some things, and he can start his own business, and, y'all can build a business together, whatever, but just make sure you got something to talk about, right? And then make sure y'all get along. What's the point of being with somebody and y'all arguing, clashing, bumping heads all the time? You can't never get a word in. He can't never get a word in. He don't care what you talking about. You don't care what he talking about. Y'all don't see eye to eye. Y'all always going back and forth and yelling and screaming. And what does that get you? Nowhere, right? So you two are not aligned. If you arguing all the time, y'all not meant to be together. If you're arguing more than having sex, or you're arguing more than hugging and kissing, if you're arguing more than spending quality time together, then that's a problem, you know? So make sure that you get a man that you can get along with. Y'all can sit in the room and just enjoy each other's company. Or, y'all can go out and have fun. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that maybe you got the same humor. Maybe he laugh at certain things, you laugh at certain things. Y'all can laugh together, right? Make sure that his personality and your personality are aligned. Of course, y'all two different people again, but you should still have enough in common to talk about and to bond over and to grow and to share things and to, just be a part of each other's life, right? Instead of it just feeling like you're just two strangers, even though y'all might have been dating for a long time. It's like you don't like nothing he don't like nothing you like. Y'all don't even really have nothing to talk about outside of, hey, how you doing? Hey, what's up? Hey, what's going on? Hey, how was work today? Oh, it was good. How was your job? Oh, it was good. Okay, that's it. So it's like boring because it's like it's all this small talk instead of, oh, did you see that? Did you see that show last night? Or did you see that movie that just came out? Yeah. Oh, let's go see that movie together. Wow, that movie was so great. Remember when this happened and this happened? So y'all can have some fun and talk, right? So that's number 3. Make sure y'all just got some personality traits in common, right? So number 4, the 4th thing that you need to look at when it comes to a man, number 4 is physical attraction. So you need to get you a man that you are physically attracted to. Don't get you no man that you don't even like how he look at all. Like, or you're just turned off by him, or you just can't even see yourself with him, or he's just super not your type, like to the point where you can't even give him a chance. That level of, nah, you ain't even gonna make it, and not to be mean or nothing, but maybe you think he ugly. Maybe you think that, he's too heavy set. He's a little too chubby for you. Maybe he's a big heavy set guy. Maybe he's, not aesthetically appealing to you. Maybe, he dressed weird, or maybe, he missing a tooth somewhere, or maybe, his hair is all over his head looking crazy, or maybe, it's just something about him. You just can't do it. Then don't do it. It's a lot of women that try to force themselves to like a man, maybe because he got some money. You see a lot of women with unattractive men just because the man got money, but she don't even like, she not even attracted to him. Like, she like, it really don't touch me. Like, I really don't even want you to even, touch me or nothing. But you'll just stick around for the money. But yeah, that's cool and all if that's your game. I'm not finna judge you on it. Do your thing. But if you're looking for something romantic that's going to be long lasting down the line, that you're going to be able to enjoy, and you're not just about the money, but you actually want to love the person you with also, then make sure that it's somebody that you are attracted to, at least. He might not exactly cookie cutter be your type per se on paper, but he ain't got to be ugly neither. Like, maybe get you a man, that you can see yourself like, hey, you think that he handsome. You know what I'm saying? He might not be super overly handsome, but he got some nice features you can work with. Maybe a guy like that is the bare minimum. But don't get no guy that you just super not attracted to. And because you're gonna treat him the same way, like you're not attracted to him. You're not gonna want him to touch you. When y'all have sex, you're not even gonna want him to feel on you or touch on you, or you're not gonna be as sexually aroused as you could have been if you was actually attracted to a man. You can see a woman, when a woman really, really likes a man and she's attracted to him and like everything about him, and he's physically attractive, you know, hey, a lot of women, they get, you know, real down and dirty in the bedroom. You know what I'm saying? Because it brings out another side of them because they actually like the man. Instead of a man that you don't really like, but you kind of just, you know, trying new things, but he ain't your type at all. Then in the bedroom, you really gonna be moving around like, get off me, like you hot and sweaty, get off me, you know. So, but you know, if it's a guy that you like and it's hot and sweaty, then it's romantic to you, right? So, you know, get you a guy that you are physically attracted to. Just overall looks. His face look good. Maybe you're okay with his height. Maybe you're okay with his weight, his structure, how he's built. You know, the physical appearance, how he dress, his hygiene, haircuts, stuff like that. Make sure you get you a man that you feel like is handsome at least. You know, if we talking on a scale from 1 to 10, you know, 10 being the most handsome and 1 being the most unattractive, maybe somewhere like at the bare minimum, like a 7, you know, 6.5. Maybe you can work with that, you know, and up. You know what I'm saying? Don't get no man that's a 2 on the scale and you like, yeah, I tried to give you a chance, but you know, nah, I ain't like it. Or a 3 or a 4, you know, you can't even work with that. Get you a strong 7. You know, a guy you like, okay, yeah, you know, he cool, you know. Get you a guy like that. And you want the opposite too. You want that man ultimately, you know, especially that man. You want him to be physically attracted to you. Don't get you no man that don't like you. Don't get you no man that you're not his type, or you're not his preference, or you're not what he want, or you're just nothing that he would even mess with, because all he want is just sex. Maybe, you know, because a man, he'll have sex with a girl that he don't even find attractive or he don't even like. He just wants some booty, you know, and he don't care who the booty coming from, right? You know, maybe a super drunk night or something like that. Hey, he'll call that girl that, you know, nobody really is checking for, you know, to get some booty from her. But that don't mean that he want to be with her, right? Because if a man don't find you physically attractive, he definitely not going to want to be with you. And he going to dog you out. And he going to treat you like trash. And he going to disrespect you because he don't even like you and he's not attracted to you. Part of the whole motivation behind why a man even approach you is because of your looks. But, you know, if a man don't really like you and he's not physically attracted to you, he's going to treat you the same way. He's going to make you chase him because he going to feel like he's the prize and he going to feel like he look better than you, right? He going to feel like, oh, this woman like me, but I don't really like her, so I can treat her any type of way. So, nah, get you a man that he's physically attracted to you and he say, hey, this woman is so beautiful and she's so amazing, and now he treats you that way. He treats you like you're beautiful. He treats you like, hey, you know, you're the best I could do, or you're one of the top women I ever dated. So I want to make sure I hold on to you. I'm not gonna mess this up because you beautiful and I need you on my arm, you know? Like he just can't stop looking at you because he finds you attractive. So get you a man that you're physically attracted to and he's physically attracted to you too. Okay, ultimately. All right. So that's number 4. So number 5, the 5th and last and final thing you need to look for when it comes to a man. Number 5 is look for morals, values, and traditions. So this is when it comes to his integrity and his background, right? How did he grow up? What's this man's religion? If you got 2 different religions, if he's a Christian and you Muslim, or he's, you know, whatever, you know, type of religion he is, and you're a different religion, y'all might not work out, you know, it might not work versus somebody who is the same religion as you. Y'all believe in the same thing, right? Or If you don't have a religion at all, maybe he don't even believe in no religion at all, period, or he not spiritual or nothing. Maybe he don't believe in nothing, but you believe in a higher, entity, and you believe in, something bigger than yourself. You believe in, God ultimately, right? Or whatever you believe in. It ain't gonna work out because you a believer and he not, so it might not work out how you want it to. So maybe you need to find you a believer too. Find you a man that go to church. If you go to church, find you a man that go to church, or he don't mind going to church, or he go, often whenever he can, get you a man like that. It might be political views. Maybe this presidential candidate, he's rooting for that presidential candidate, and you don't like that presidential person, and you say, hey, why you support them? You gonna vote for them? Why would you vote for them and not for them? So y'all might have conflicting viewpoints like that, and it could cause a lot of conflict with you two. Politics and religion can really, break people apart. And then just traditional morals and values, just how he treats other people, how he treats his friends and family. You need to just pay attention to his background, where he came from, his upbringing, how his parents raised him. Was he a foster kid? Was he adopted? Was his housing situation not stable? Did he have to go from this house to grandma house to auntie house? Did he have to stay with his dad for the summertime? Then he had to stay with his auntie over here. Then he had to go from this school and then go to that school. And you need to make sure, like, what's going on with this man, right? So you need to ultimately just see, okay, what's his traditions, morals, and values when it comes to this man. You need to see how he was brought up. Has he ever been to jail before? Has he ever broke the law before? We need to know these things, right? So when you get to know a man, you need to see just his background overall, his family upbringing, traditions, morals, values, religion, politics, everything, right? Especially when it comes to marrying a man, then what traditions are you going to put in your kids? If he believe one religion, you believe another religion, he believe in this, you believe in that, he think that the kid should follow this, you think the kid should follow that, y'all going to confuse the kids. So it's better when the household is on the same page, right? So anyways, ladies, I hope you enjoyed this video. Those are my top 5 things that you need to look for when it comes to a man. And again, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, y'all. Hit that bell notification for me. And I'm out of here. So, till next video.